Hey everyone, it is April 19th, 2022, and this is GatorBites. So a few of you commented last week on how nice I looked in last week's edition of GatorBites. You liked the tie, you liked the jacket, you thought that I looked really classy, and probably you feel I should look that way all the time. I mean, I am a preacher after all. No, look, I really do appreciate the encouragement, and I was glad to do it for that edition, the Easter edition of GatorBites. Sorry people, suits and ties are reserved for special days if you're Jared Robinson. Hopefully I'm able to keep your attention for this edition of GatorBites in my jeans, see my jeans, and t-shirt. Look, Easter Sunday was amazing, and I was so encouraged by the crowd we had and the response to our cross event. I hope and pray that each of us were able to work out in our hearts and in our minds the sin that has been separating us from God, and that we've been able to nail it to the cross. I hope and pray that all of us are on the cusp of a new beginning in our walk and relationship with Jesus and with God. Brothers and sisters, please take advantage of this opportunity, the opportunity that we have every day of getting open and making decisions to walk with Jesus with a clear conscience and a spirit that is ready and willing to serve God any way we can. So let's deal with our sin, let's get into the light, and let's have an impact in Gainesville. You know, we are very excited about the weekend ahead. Guy Hammond and the Strength in Weakness Ministries will be here at Campus View. Now, maybe you're asking yourself, well, who's Guy Hammond and what is Strength in Weakness? All right, well, here are a couple of videos that will explain it better than I ever could. Take a look.
My name is Guy Hammond, Executive Director of Strength in Weakness Ministries. Before I became a Christian, I lived the life of a gay man until I was in my mid-20s. By that time, my life was a train wreck. I had just broken up with my boyfriend of 10 years and had acted out hundreds of times in anonymous sexual encounters. I knew I needed help. And in God's perfect timing, He sent someone who invited me to church, where I got to learn what it really means to be a follower of Jesus. I finally decided I wanted Jesus more than I wanted homosexuality. When I became a Christian over 30 years ago, I left homosexuality behind forever. And now I travel around the world, speaking at universities, churches, and faith-based groups on issues surrounding homosexuality and sexual identity issues. There is a way for us to be able to discuss these multifaceted and controversial issues in a manner that doesn't lower the traditional biblical sexual ethic, but also at the same time uplifts the love, mercy, and compassion of Jesus. Strength and Weakness is coming to your city, and we're looking forward to it. You know, the whole world is talking about it. Homosexuality is one of the hottest topics in our world today, especially when we talk about how it relates to us in matters of faith. So I'm so glad that we're having this conversation.
Utilize Strength in Weakness. We are here to help you navigate this topic, and it has got to be navigated whether we like it or not.
The ultimate goal that God has for our lives is not that we live perfect lives, but we live faithful lives, doing our best to follow Him.
If you're a parent, you have got to familiarize yourself with this. If your child is not experiencing same-sex attractions personally, I guarantee someone they know is, and they're being affected by it.
Know that God isn't done with you, that your story isn't over, and that God can make something beautiful out of your failures and mistakes.
Our ability to be able to choose supersedes genetics. Our ability to be able to choose supersedes emotions and feelings. Our ability to be able to choose supersedes culture and society. The opposite of homosexuality is not heterosexuality, it is holiness.
If you're leading a church or a group, I guarantee one or more people in your ministry are dealing with same-sex attraction or are affected by it in some way.
Of course there's a place for same-sex attracted people in Jesus' church. In fact, God wants us all to be able to use our areas of struggle and weakness and brokenness to be able to honor and glorify Him. There are thousands and thousands of Christian men and women who live with unwanted same-sex attractions. We need you to remind us that our value and worth to God and His church is not based on what we are attracted to. That our identity is found only in Jesus and not in the badges that the world wishes to put on us. Jesus' church is not complete without you. And God is not ashamed or embarrassed of you. And He wants to use this area of struggle and weakness in your life to go and do something great for Him.
So I am very excited about this weekend, and I hope that you are too. Brothers and sisters, this is such a need, and we need to understand within the culture and society that we live in today, how we need to approach and confront this very sensitive topic. So please do not miss these classes that we're providing on Friday and Saturday with Guy Hammond. It is worth carving out the time to be here at the building, to participate in person, to learn, and to equip yourself in this area. Read through our GatorBites newsletter for more information on Strength and Weakness Ministries. Our first class will begin on Friday night at 7:30 p.m. in the auditorium. And that class is Homosexuality 101, Understanding the Basics. And then on Saturday morning, beginning at 9:30 a.m., we'll start class number 2, titled Sharing Our Faith with Our LGBTQ Friends and Neighbors. And then class 3, Dismantling Pro-Gay Theology, Part 1, will begin Saturday at 11 a.m. And then we'll take a lunch break at 12:30 p.m. and return for our last class at 2 p.m. And that's Dismantling Pro-Gay Theology, Part 2. Then on Sunday, Guy Hammond will preach the Word. Now, just a reminder, this is not an outreach event for our community. These classes are for Campus View members only, as well as those who have been attending regularly and studying the Bible. These classes will not be recorded. We will not be live streaming them, so you're going to need to make arrangements to come in person or get the notes from someone who does attend in person. But I hope and pray that you will make every effort, because I really do believe that this will enable us to have a greater impact in our community. We need this equipping desperately. Now on Sunday, of course, worship and Guy's lesson is open to everyone. So bring as many friends as you possibly can to worship at 10 a.m. I really do believe that this weekend will be life impacting. We will see you Wednesday night for our Wednesday night lights, and then I'll see you again on Friday night for Guy Hammond's first class at 7:30 p.m. And I will see you next week on GatorBites.